Welcome back to Clockwise Crypto, where we help you move forward towards financial freedom with crypto assets. In this video, we're going to be talking about Cardano. Stay tuned. So I want to take this time and dive into this article real quick to kind of give you guys an understanding of how big Cardano is going to become. So looking at this article here, it says transaction speed and network scalability are two critical factors that are in the spotlight when we look at Cardano. So what they're doing is doing a quick comparison to Ethereum. So Ethereum was the first programmable blockchain and is showing potential for decentralized applications to bring utility to the crypto space. Cardano is a promising project that also enables smart contracts, but opens up the opportunity for major innovation even more. So Cardano, what they're saying is, Ethereum was pretty much the foundation, right? First mover advantage, all the easy to write applications on. You look at all the NFTs and metaverses, everyone just writes on top of Ethereum. But what Ethereum is having a problem with is scalability right now. So, the constant delay of Ethereum 2.0 is what we're seeing right now. So what they're saying about Cardano is Cardano's network possesses some important characteristics that give it even a more remote chance to become the next Visa of the crypto economy. So what they're doing is taking a closer look and saying how it's all about speed and scalability. And so we look at scalability. That's been one of the things that Cardano has been focusing on as they are in the last two stages of the overall development of Cardano. The last two stages have been scalability and governance. So the founding team employs a peer-reviewed academic focus system when introducing new features and upgrades. This means it may take longer, but undoubtedly fosters an environment where every possible factor is thought through. And this is Cardano's competitive advantage. So what they're saying is, instead of them just rushing the market, right? They say, some people say, oh, Cardano takes a long time to move the market. Instead of them just rushing the market and then millions of dollars, let's say $50 million is lost due to coding error or just something that they overlooked. They're taking their time and doing things the right way, getting peer reviewed and going through a process to make sure that they get it close to right the first time so that the errors will be minimum, so that people, let's say they do make a mistake, right? Let's say something happens. It's not a huge deal. It's not going to break the network. It's not going to cause millions and millions of dollars of loss. So that's kind of the reason why behind the process, right? And following the process no matter what, because we've seen what happens when code is easily hacked into. There's a ton of problems. Ethereum went through it, Solana went through it, and there's been countless others that have went through it. So looking at here, Cardano's development, we talked about that. And this means that the longer development times undoubtedly fosters an environment where it's possible for every factor to be thought through. The network can process 250 transactions per second right now, thanks to its proof of stake consensus mechanism called Ouroboros. There is a more efficient process to validate transactions on the blockchain when compared to proof of work that Ethereum and Bitcoin use today. So they're saying that proof of stake is more energy efficient than what Ethereum and Bitcoin use today, and Ethereum's trying to move to proof of stake anyway. While Cardano doesn't even come close to Visa's theoretical capacity at 65,000 transactions per second, it is much higher than Ethereum's current speed at 14 TPS. One thing that is strikingly obvious is that if Cardano hopes to achieve mainstream adoption, throughput needs to rise significantly. As the crypto economy continues to grow, the demand for users will surely increase. And for a cryptocurrency to hold the title of Visa of crypto, 250 TPS just won't cut it. So what they're saying later down here is Cardano's development team is working hard to introduce Hydra. So Hydra is a key component of the fourth phase. Hydra will use off-chain ledgers called heads to increase the capacity to support 1 million transactions per second. While this is an astronomical figure that crushes even Visa's throughput, what Cardano really hopes to achieve is to decrease the latency or the time it takes to complete a transaction. But having a network that can fulfill growing demand is paramount. Huge. Think about that. When we look at what Cardano is doing, the two focuses are scalability and governance. Governance, allowing people to vote, have a voice in a decentralized environment. Everything is transparent. A proper voting strategy, and your vote counts. You can see it on the blockchain. It's immutable. You can't change it. It's there forever. Then you have scalability, the ability with Hydra to process 1 million TPS. Now let that sink through. When we look at Microsoft and Dell, these huge companies, largest companies in the world, who do you think they're going to go to? Someone who has made a process for governance, scalability, and peer-reviewed everything. Who do you think they're going to align with when they look at, because they're not, Microsoft and Dell, they're not looking at growth anymore. They're already the largest. But when they look at applying blockchain technology, and I think we can assume that they're not just going to make their own, right? They could, but if they would just put a layer, who would they choose? They wouldn't choose Bitcoin. Might choose Ethereum. But there's a high possibility that these companies are going to choose Cardano. Huge. Cardano's been called the Google. Now they're calling it the Visa. This is something you guys really want to look at. I know we talk about Cardano a lot because it's about, if you can tell, it's our favorite project, right? So look at what's going on. There's not a lot of hype here. There's not a lot of hype around Cardano. When you look at what's going, in comparison to, the Solanas, the Avalanches, do you really think Microsoft and Dell are going to partner with Solana? And I have Solana, just to be clear, but I'm just being honest. Do you really think that they're going to partner with Solana? Looking at all the academics that are a part of Cardano, looking at the peer review process, looking at the 1 million TPS that we just talked about with Hydra. Cardano is not only, the scalability part's there, but also is going to be there is the governance and the ability to have a truly decentralized situation. When we look at partnering with governments, when we look at using Cardano for elections and it truly be decentralized, that's how. So once you process that, you'll realize how big this project has the potential to become. So I have, please take a look at this. I know this isn't financial advice. I know that, yada, yada, yada. But if we just take a look at what Cardano is doing, there already is no hype. Either you like Cardano or not. No hype, slow process, right? Undervalued, under $1 right now. Under $1. I think it's at 79 cents today. If you take a look at this, you'll understand that there's no one doing anything like this. Ethereum's trying to go to proof of stake. Trying to. Why? When before, back in 2018, we're not going, proof of work, this is where we're at. We're not going to go what Cardano's doing. Now you run into a scalability problem. Oh, shoot. Gas prices are through the roof. And now we might need to go. We might need to transition, Ethereum 2.0. We have to write Ethereum 2.0 paper. Cardano's already been there. Cardano's aligning with governments and showing governance. A truly decentralized network. Take a look. We're going to keep diving in. I just thought this article was interesting. When we look at scalability, which really, like I said, like they say in the article, and that we know, this is the last part of the Cardano development. And as you know, week after week, month after month, we're seeing that Cardano has done it the right way, and it's continuing to do it the right way. So I can't wait for everything to roll out. We're gonna keep keeping tabs on this, but just take a look. Just take a look and do your own research and dive into this project. And you know, more news comes out and more communication I have with Charles and the team and just what they put out and looking at the roadmap. We're gonna post it on here. We're gonna keep you very informed so you guys can make an educated decision and really just see how much this project is separating itself from the masses. Just listen to the interviews, do your own research, and see the difference. And you know, every project I compare it to, yes, I'm a holder, but my foundation is firm. So take a look. We'll dive into it more, and I'll see you in the next video.